Hi, this is Nicole from caBARREt, but today we are actually going to be looking at some Pilates mat work instead of bar work. In my bar classes I do incorporate some of the Pilates work, and I definitely incorporate a lot of the Pilates principles. I am a classically certified instructor through the Romana's Pilates program, and because of that I do have to say to you that Pilates is best done under the supervision of a certified instructor in a private lesson, preferably a classically certified instructor like through the Romana's Pilates program. But I know that the constraints of life do not always allow us to do that, so we're going to take a look at some mat work today so you can get a great workout that's safe and that doesn't require a lot of space or equipment. So I'm going to turn around so you get to see my whole body and lay down on the mat. So in our basic mat work, which is what we're doing today, we're going to start with the 100. Draw your knees into your chest. Feel how that anchors your back to the floor. Roll up your head and shoulders and look at your abdominals. If your neck gets tired, you're going to put it down. You don't have to keep it up. Reach your legs out using your bottom. Wrap those inner thighs together. Arms are strong at your side, and they pump up and down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and exhale. There's 20. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, looking at your abdominals. Inhale, and exhale. If your head and neck get tired, you can always put it down. That probably means you'll have to put your legs a little higher to keep your back on the floor. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last set. Inhale, exhale, and bend your knees into your chest and rest your head. Go ahead and sit up for the next exercise. I'm going to turn sideways for a moment so you can see how this works. Your hands are going to go inside the back of your knees. You see I'm sitting pretty straight and tall. My shoulders are over my hips. Drop your chin towards your chest and pull your navel into your spine so you have a little round in your back without collapsing. So you want to be lifting up.
reaching over. This time as you stretch, lift your arms up and roll down. Keep your arms reaching for the ceiling. Lift your head up between them. Pull into your abdominals. Don't throw up. That doesn't even sound good. And roll it back.
So just a word on the roll up, roll down exercise that we are working on. The exercise is actually rolling up. So that final variation, when you're the whole way down with your arms up and you come the whole way up and you go the whole way back down, is the actual exercise. That is our goal, to get to the place where we are doing only that exercise 6 to 8 times. All of those other progressions are simply that, progressions. Each time, try to work yourself a little bit further. But you always want to be in the place where your feet are on the floor and you're using your abdominals and not your arms to move you. So please find the progression in that series that is right for you. Our next exercise is the single straight leg stretch. So we're going to roll down. I'm going to do one leg this way and one leg the other way, just so you can get the full visual.
Now reach my left leg out long on the floor and give my right leg a hug into me. While your leg is in here, use the weight of it to pull your stomach down deeply into the floor. And I also want you to check in with your hip. Is it still even to your other hip, or have you rolled it up? So check those hip bones, make sure they're even. Then you're going to stretch that right leg up to the ceiling from your bottom. You can give it another stretch. Turn it out so your knee faces outside your body. Arms are strong on your side, shoulders are down. The circle starts across. We go across our body, down, around, and up. Take a look at my hips here. Do you see that they're not moving? There are no wiggles. As my leg goes around in a circle, my body stays perfectly still. Pull those abdominals in deeply to the floor to anchor your back. Then you get a really nice stretch through this leg. Reverse your circle. Open, down, across, and up. Lots of people ask me, how big should my circle be? And the answer is as big as you can control it. You see here, my hips are not moving and my back is on the floor. So I'm in control, so my circle can be this big. For you, that might mean that your circle stays very small until you learn to control your hips and your abdominals, and you have no wiggles in your body. Let's give that leg a stretch. So I'm going to stretch my left leg in. Again, checking with my hip, make sure it's down and even with my other side. Pulling my stomach into the back into the floor. Leg reaches up. Give it a stretch. Arms come down to help anchor you, and we go across, around, and up. So we always start our circles into our body, not away. It's gentler to our joints. Across, around, and up. Across, around. And reverse, open. Being really aware of your opposite leg, the leg that's on the floor. Is it still active? Or have you forgotten about it and it's just laying there? Keep reaching it. Keep engaging that bottom to hold your hips down. And give that leg a stretch. We're going to roll up to sit up to transition for our next exercise. Hands on your thighs, legs are together. Bottom is wrapped around. Bring your chin towards your chest and roll up.
So we just rolled up from our single straight leg stretch. Put your hands down next to your hips and move your seat towards your feet. So you're going to be right at the front edge of your mat. Holding onto your ankles from the outsides. Lift your back and round over. So you're looking at your abdominals, but you're not slouching. Pick up your feet so you're balancing on your tail.
Draw your navel in towards your spine. We're going to roll like a ball. You roll back. You roll up and balance. Roll back just to your shoulder blades. Roll up and balance. Roll back and roll up. If you notice, I'm not throwing my head back to start my roll. I'm actually pulling back deeper in my abdominals. Abdominals back, abdominals up. Abdominals back, abdominals up. This is a very difficult exercise to control and to not use momentum by kicking your legs or by throwing your head, and to really stay in your center. This one's going to take some practice. I don't want you to get discouraged that you cannot control this exercise. It's hard for me to control. One more from your powerhouse. And rest. Put your hands down next to your bottom and move it back. We're going to do our beautiful roll down that we know how to do to get us to the mat. And Pilates, your transitions are exercises too. So we're going to roll down to start the stomach series.
So we are doing basic mat, which means that there are only 2 exercises in the stomach series that are considered basic. Single leg stretch and double leg stretch. I'm going to do these facing away from you so you can see the whole body. If you want to see them facing straight on, you can find the video that's labeled Pilates Stomach Series, and all of those are me going this way, okay? So we just did our rolling like a ball, and we rolled down to our mat with control. Knees come into your chest. Get that stretch, feel your low back on the floor. Roll up your head and shoulders to look into your abdominals. If your neck gets tired, you're going to put it down. You don't have to keep it up the whole time, but let's start there. Right hand on your right ankle, left hand on your right knee. That leg gets a stretch into you, the other leg stretches away, keeping your wrap in your bottom. Change arms and legs. And change arms and legs. And change arms and legs. Your scoop is on the floor. Your knee pulls to your shoulder. Your other leg reaches away from the wrap in your bottom. Deeper abdominals. Scoop and stretch. One more set. If you need a rest for your neck, take it as we transition for double leg stretch. Feet are together, knees are apart, one hand on each ankle. Your shape is like a frog on a lily pad. But in Pilates, our frogs do not jump. They stretch. So roll up your head and shoulders and stretch your legs out as you lift your arms up. Open arms to the side and squeeze it back together. Reach, open, squeeze. It's an inhale, hold the breath, exhale. Inhale, hold the breath, exhale. Stomach is down, stays down, goes down even deeper. Is down, stays down, is down even deeper. Reach and pull it back in. Use your bottom to move your legs. And rest. Legs go out long in front of you. Hands come to your thighs, chin comes to your chest, and you roll up with grace and control for spine stretch forward. The last exercise in the basic mat is spine stretch forward. So you're sitting at the end of your mat, and your legs are going to be a little bit wider than your mat. Not as wide as you can go, just wider than your mat. If you can keep the back of your legs relaxed, flex your feet. Pull your stomach in towards your spine and lift up. So you see I have a nice line from shoulder to hip. I'm not back here, I'm not arched, straight and tall. Arms up in front of my shoulders. Lift. Pick up your bottom. It's almost like you're sitting on a tack. You have to squeeze it up. Drop your chin towards your chest and look into your abdominals. Imagine there's a big ball in front of you and you're going to roll over the top of that ball. So the round is in my back, not in my shoulders. As I go up and over the ball. And I'm stretching my low back and the back of my legs.
And scoop your stomach in and squeeze your bottom under you to lift you back up. Inhale, lift chin to your chest and roll it down. Roll it back up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale to regroup. Stretching that spine forward, pull back in your stomach, and lift up. This exercise is called spine stretch forward. It's not called arm stretch forward. It's certainly not called shoulder stretch forward. So lift up and bring your spine forward over that imaginary ball in front of you. You should feel it right down here. And lift it back up, up, and rest. So that was the basic Pilates mat, the 100, the roll up, single leg circles, rolling like a ball. Then followed by 2 of the stomach series, single leg stretch, double leg stretch, and then spine stretch forward. Once you feel that you are confidently and correctly doing these movements, it's time to move on to the intermediate mat.